What if there was a way that you could help your students review the notes on the staff, better understand the major 5-finger pentascale patterns, and introduce music composition? And did I mention also make it feel like a game? Hey, I'm Phoenix, and I'm the Tattooed Piano Teacher, and I'm the creator of the Compose with Dice composition activity. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how the Compose with Dice activity works, how it benefits your students in so many different ways, and how to start using it in your studio. What is Compose with Dice? It is a printable, in-lesson or at-home activity that students can do to start the music composition process, gamify it, and in the process of doing so, learn more about their scales and get better at actually writing notes on the staff, all in a very fun way. If you're going to use Compose with Dice in your studio, as the teacher, the first step would be to choose the scale that you want to work with. Compose with Dice sets come with the following 5-finger or pentascales. We've got C major, G major, D major, A major, and F major. I also have a Halloween-themed Compose with Dice set that focuses on all minor pentascales if you want to do those. Once you've chosen the scale that you're going to work with, then you want to print off the relevant pages for the student. This would include most likely the all-scale cheat sheet, just to show them the different scales in relation to each other, the note drawing worksheet with their scale on it, and the song sheet, the song that they're going to compose in the scale that you have chosen. Note that the writing worksheet can be printed either with or without the scale written at the top, depending on how challenged you want this student to be remembering where to draw those notes. So print off those pages, grab one singular die, and get started with your student. Start with the note writing worksheet. Roll the dice and see which note they're going to draw. Hopefully over the course of the page, they will end up drawing all 5 notes at least once, but students love the roll of the die. It makes everything fun because they get a kick out of those anomalies that happen, like having to draw the same note 3 times in a row. They feel like they're getting away with something. I don't know. It's just really cute. They love it. So once you've supervised the writing process and they get the quarter note thing, they're drawing their notes neatly on the correct line or space, and their stems are going in the right direction, then you are ready to move over to the composing page, the actual song that we're going to write. I always start by just introducing the song a little bit. We look at the picture and read the lyrics. So I usually read them in rhythm so they get a sense of the rhythm. The melody we don't know yet because that's what we're going to be writing. Most of the lyrics to these songs are quite silly or a little bit relatable or fun in some way. And then you're going to have the student roll the dice to see what is their first note that they're going to be drawing. Supervise pretty closely the first few notes until you know that they've got the process of looking at what the rhythm is above, rolling the dice, figuring out what that note is, and then drawing that note correctly. Make sure that if they're in one of the scales other than G or C, that they know to draw the sharp or flat before the correct note if that one comes up, and so on. But once you get them started with this process, especially if they've done this before, they should be able to do this kind of independently. So Compose with Dice can work well in a partner or sibling lesson situation or in a small group, either a party or a theory camp or simply a group lesson. Once they've written all of the melody notes they need to write for their song, now we're going to see what it sounds like. For most students, I play it for them first because I know that it's going to be a little hard for them to read their own handwriting and it'll kind of interrupt the flow of the song. So usually we sing it together while I'm playing it on the piano and discover the silliness of the notes that we've chosen. Sometimes it works out really well. And again, roll of the die. Sometimes it sounds a little bit wacky. It might jump around a little bit and students will notice that. So we get these discussions going about melodic lines and phrases and how certain notes work and certain notes don't. And students will often have epiphanies like, I wish I would have rolled this note instead of that note. Like, oh, that's very observant of you. We talk about consonance and dissonance and harmonies and things like that. So we can really trigger some very in-depth theory conversations, even with the young ones, with this activity. Now, once you've played through it and you've heard what it sounds like, then it's the student's turn to play it. they can try sight reading it and they can take it home and learn it as one of their assigned pieces. If you would like the simplicity of just printing and going with the Compose with Dice activity in your studio, I do have several sets available for just a few dollars. It's a lifetime license, which means that you as a studio owner or piano teacher can use it for all of your students forever and ever and print it as many times as you want. I have a set for nearly every season throughout the year, and if you love the idea of the Compose with Dice activity, you can buy a bundle of all the seasonal sets together and save a bit of money. So whether you spend money in my shop or not, I hope that this video has inspired some creativity in you, some creative teacher ideas. And if you want to keep watching, here's a video I made about how to use dice within the lesson, both officially in game time and randomly during our playing of the assignments. Lots of fun ideas for piano teachers in that video as well. I'll see you there or on another video very soon. Thanks for watching.